Welcome back, people. You ain't missed nothing. We're continuing from where we last left off. We're about to go and face this beast. Actually, maybe we shouldn't. Did we get to that campfire?
We've reached our destination.
Gravity. Give you the cosmos. Think I will. And give you Earth. That works. And okay.
Did we really just spend that much money?
The vermilion vegetation certainly gives this realm a distinct, if somber, ambiance.
Seems like there's lots of fruit and plants that we can eat.
I also can't help but notice the ceaseless howling of the wind.
It should be easy to dry our laundry out here.
I can't tell if these two are actually having a conversation or what.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time, of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts, and I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything? Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Bring him down! Where are you going? Take this!
Win! You're mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Raging storm! Fire support!
Escape! Win!
Right now!
Sword lane low! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Take this!
Only getting lightning!
Rising Sun! It's almost too strong!
Then I'll split it up! Here!
Be my guest!
Here! I'll be saving this one! Blade!
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Radiant!
No further!
Here! Shining!
Take this! We're not
Radiant! Kisara! Frozen! Hammer!
Now! Here I come!
Here!
It's over!
I'll smash you!
Dragon Sworn!
Come here!
Try this!
Burning strike!
Explosive ring!
Spread!
Don't get careless.
All right, y'all, we're back. I went ahead and changed up a couple of things, not too much. I got their weapons upgraded. I went back to the camp to go ahead and do that. We're at the Blackthorn. Is that our strongest one, really? Huh. Wait. Is that seriously our strongest one? Yes, it is. Huh. Yeah, we was using the refined grouper before. Now we're using the Blackthorn. Got Rinwell's Arts of the Cosmos. It's a real good one. It doesn't have an element on it, but it's still a good one. Gave him the refined Crystal Knuckles Law, and gave Dohalim's weapon the Kalaman Latio. I got this other one for him too, but this is the best one that he should have. And you already know how Kisara has like the legit stuff on it already. So the last thing that comes to mind with all of this though is that we have a resist thing here, and I feel like I should give this to someone who's really gonna get the bang for their buck out of it. Resistance. All elemental damage, negative 20%, wind damage plus 75. Increase aggro. Seems like that's the best thing for him. Yeah, best person that could use this would be Dohalim. So therefore Dohalim will get this. I think that's our first maxed out little emblem.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, I've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almeidria.
It's time to do this.
There she is! Almeidria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almeidria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mien's. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidria!
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold!
Of course it'd be a fucking gargoyle slash dragon Bahamut looking thing.
Enjoy your meal!
Tell me we're gonna knock this bitch to the ground.
Sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
Lunar Rondo! Rising
Go.
Now or never. I'm just getting started. Dragon Shell! I really owe you one. Hurricane Shell! Rising Falcon! I'm ready and rare. Start up! First strike! Take this!
Not on my watch.
Hey!
Here's evil.
Rip and tear!
Freeze Lancer. Tunnel. Dance in the wind. Healing somehow.
Oh, there it goes. The tail.
Here's evil.
It's over! Rip and tear!
Focus on the tail.
Eat this! I really owe you one.
Damn it.
Lunar correction.
Take this!
By the
Dragon
power of
Force! Eagle Assault! This is looking good.
Right for me.
Healing wind astral energy. Water, hear my hand.
Not today!
Stay away.
Now I'm in the groove! You're finished! Dragon Force!
Damn it.
First aid.
Not again! Dragon Shell!
Here goes.
Go.
Now I'm in the groove! Here I come! You're finished! Right blast! I'm not feeling so great. I really owe you one. Dragon Force! Now I'm in the groove! Take this!
What's
Time to drop!
Will this help?
wretched fool?
Dragon Shell!
Field. Healing
You're mine!
Raging cascade.
Searing Gale!
Field.
Here I come!
Reload.
I'll tear you apart!
Raging storm. More where that came from. Healing circle.
Alphen Awakens!
Thank you.
Oh, freak. I did not see that one coming at me.
Healing circle.
I owe you one.
I'm all stuffed up.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready.
I'm on it! Alphen Hurricane!
Blast in the wind. Air thrust.
This one's all mine! Ignite! Eat this!
That tail is taking a minute, huh?
Dragon Swarm!
Now
you see what I can do!
We missed.
Dance in the wind. This one's mine. Sweet now.
Try harder!
I'll be
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar correction. Thank you.
Tear you apart!
By the power of water.
Explosive
Raging
ring!
storm. That's where that came from.
Hurricane!
Will this
I'm
work?
on a roll now!
Healing circle. Thank you.
First strike!
Confiscated.
I owe you one.
There we go.
Lunar correction. Lunar gold.
Comps.
Here's a healing.
Nice!
Dance for me.
Here, let's go.
Follow dance!
Raging storm.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Raging
Hold nothing
storm.
back!
I'm only getting started.
Oh, no. No.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
It's hard to get that shit off sometimes.
Here I come!
Oh my god, it's still doing it. What?
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! They're attacking separately! I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah! Take it away!
Not on my watch. Red! Hear me!
I'll run you through! Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Burn to hell! Try harder! Now! My turn! No! Can't end here!
Translation! Radiant pierce!
Please. Please.
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people!
You're mine!
Lightning! Downfall! Searing flame! I never miss! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Nice.
Go for it,
Nice, Rinwell.
Hit her now!
Dragon Swarm!
Try
this!
More with that! Hear me! Flame of fury! In here!
Torrent Alpha! Here I
Hear
come!
my call! Magic is...
Rising Thunder!
Is this it? Here's evil!
Inspiration!
Freeze! I can do this all day! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Eat this!
Not on mine!
Just try and run.
Not done
Raging
yet!
Cascade!
I've let you all down.
Stay away from my...
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Bring here! I'll be saving this one! My astral energy! Can't be happening!
I gotta give everyone health. I don't really want to do it, but
Raging Cascade! Reload!
I think it's time to give everyone a heavy treat.
This should do it! Take this! Try harder! No, you can't!
The forehead now.
Not done yet!
It was nice while it lasted.
I owe you one!
Where are you going?
So tail still attack? Seems like it might be.
Healing art!
I don't know. The tail seems more.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! I'll heal you all.
Not done yet!
Take the shield. Hey,
That's fine.
I've let you all down.
You'll pay for that!
I can only rely on myself.
Take this!
Here's a healing art.
I could do this all day!
Up there. One more.
Behold my true power.
Her master force!
Not while I'm around, she isn't. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Light bang of raging cascade. I never miss. Seal.
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arms aren't so special. And now, they're mine. A new lease on life.
Take this!
They kind of are special because they just killed two of y'all.
Behold my true power.
You're mine!
Lunar
Dragon
corruption.
Swarm!
By the power of water. Lightning
Severing
on
wind.
raging cascade.
Searing gale!
Radiant
You picked the wrong
fire in
fight!
the wind. Air thrust.
Again?
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
This is some bullshit.
Not in your dreams! This one's mine!
Take this! It's over!
My true power.
Strike!
Yo, this shit is wild.
Raging storm! Ready! Water! Hear my call! My astral
Hurricane
spread!
thrust!
Confiscated! Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Escape! Rising Falcon!
The winds of judgment blow your way.
This thing did. This woman did this shit 3 times.
Chaotic disaster.
Can't move!
I'll heal you all! Daddy, super double! Let me help! I'm in first aid! I can't do it! Can't be happening!
Oh my god.
Denied.
Take this! I'm not done! You're
Behold
finished!
my true power.
You're mine!
Lunar blast!
Dragon form!
Here, let me help! First
I owe
aid!
you one! Strike!
Lunar...
Yo, man.
Dragon form!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall
Glacial
before
spear.
impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
I'll bring you back.
You will suffer. Try and run. Behold my truth.
Ready to go!
Can I freaking stop this?
Where that came from?
Rising Phoenix! Wind! Lunar Rondo! There! You're mine!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity.
I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to.
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
This nigga again.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more. Stop right there! Think you can cut me down? What?
Yeah, we're getting some wild cinematics now.
Wait, what just happened to him? Alphen! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alphen!
What in the hell?
Shion!
Alphen!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign.
Some wild shit just happened here. I get the general gist of some of it. Test subject 1273. The spirit channeling ceremony will begin shortly. Until then, you are to calm your mind and wait further instructions.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Wow, we're getting like a memory dip and everything. Astral energy charging almost complete. Output stable standing by. I had a feeling that he might be running, but maybe there's more to it than that. Can't you Danins figure out where to go on your own? Or are you so stupid that you managed to get lost in a tiny place like this? You have a job to do. Now do it. Return to your position. Daddy hasn't come home lately, so I decided to come visit him. But they won't let me go any further. It's not fair. I hope he finishes work soon so I can go see him. Something else right there. It's a lot of stuff all around from the looks of things. Looking at the statistics, a subject's biological sex appears to have almost no bearing on the rate of success or failure. I don't know who got in their head to start calling you sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. Sovereign. Another one bites the dust. Remember number 1273. You're our only success story. Do not let all our hard work and research go to waste at any cost. The harvester we deployed on Dana is functioning as intended. It's gathering astral energy and transmitting it into Legionus. I spent a lot of long days keeping a close eye on things, but soon that work will finally be over and I can get back to my little girl. Dana and test subject as our sovereign. I expect you to carry out your function without falling apart like the others, understand? Oh, it's you, 1273. Or should I say sovereign? You don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at this stage. Okay. Alphen is being used as an experiment for something, and he's been successful for the most part, from the looks of things here. The maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony is in progress. If you want to see your home again, you'll have to do a good job here, 1273. To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony after all. But seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest. Is this test subject, ma'am? Is this a test subject, ma'am? Wow, it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe. Inside, it's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope. No, ma'am, no touching the test subject, right? What the fuck?
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
Crazy. Was she there before? It's time, Alphen. It's finally happening, huh? Yes, we need to change into our outfits, then meet in front of the transference device. Once this is all over, you'll finally be able to return home. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm sorry you got dragged into all this. It's not your fault. Let's just do what we have to and get this thing over with. Right.
I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
What the hell happened here?
Alphen.
Naori.
Naori. What the hell happened?
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Naori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.
That's the core to win. His mask is off. Yeah, a lot of questions to uncover. But a lot of questions were kind of answered a little bit just in that whole sequence.
Naori. Shion. Damn it. Eat dirt! Sword Rain Alpha!
Oh yeah.
Dragon Swarm! Wind! Rising Falcon! Wind! Dragon Swarm!
Come on.
Severing this!
It was not letting me do it.
Here I come! You're finished! There! You're mine! Win! Take this! It's over! You're mine! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Aqua laser.
Dragon Swarm! Here I come! You're finished! Here I come! Severing Wind! This one's all mine! Hurricane Thrust! Tear! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine! Severing Wind! Here I come! Severing Wind! Wind! You're mine! Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Yeah.
Take this!
It's one. Wow, getting used to not having burning sword is gonna be a little rough.
Sword Rain Alpha! Severing Wind! You're mine! It's over! Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Severing Wind! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
I mean, I understand that Alphen doesn't have the burning sword, but it kind of seems like this is a lot more like he's like in general just weaker altogether. This chance I don't even use the burning sword and it wasn't this bad.
Alphen?
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Retired Avenger.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
Alphen probably has to adjust his whole body to the fact that he can feel pain and whatnot again. Which is not an easy task necessarily.
Let's see what you've got.
Try harder! Not I'm not done!
Take this!
Dance in the wind! If it hides, just bash it out again.
Sword Rain Alpha! Catapult!
More where that came from. Lightning condemned.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
You're mine!
Lightning condemned.
Wind!
Thunderblade.
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll face you! Can you take it?
Raging storm.
Dragon Form! Take this! It's
Dance
over!
in the wind.
Resonate with the
Southern
earth!
Wind!
Photon dance in the wind. In here.
It's on!
More
Dragon
of the
Form!
stockpile.
Eat dirt!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
I'm not done!
Resonate with the earth!
Now. Thunder field.
Strike!
Raging
Southern Wind!
Sleep now. Here goes.
Hurricane Thrust! You're finished! We did it! You're finished!
Take this!
Here I come! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Now.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
I mean, my man is literally like going through it.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Real shit.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
How are we looking on some things here? We can probably go for like a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let me stop. Where the hell are we? I see all kinds of trees around here I don't recognize. Is there any hope for us getting back to Magassar? I've had to survive a lot of death around me to get where I am now. Both as a slave and on my own way to this place. All I want now is to live the rest of my days in peace and quiet. So please, don't cause any trouble while you're here. Fair enough.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Discussions with Dohalim kind of feel like they go either way to me. Alright, so do Kasar next.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Lost next.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Bro love. Wish I could jump over that. I tried looking everywhere for him, but I can't find Maharva. Damn it. But he had to be the only one to have to go down with the ship. Are you one of the refugees from Pelagian? If so, I need to warn you about something. Our village is secret. For everyone's safety, don't do anything that could attract any Renan attention, alright? It's extremely important. Good. I don't see anything here that's spoiling or poisonous. It's important that we inspect everything we eat here carefully. There are no doctors or medicine here, so one wrong move and we'd be in trouble.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going. Back to the inn, I guess.
I did not even notice this here until now. The XP level up stuff still is active. Huh. It's pretty crazy. All right.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
All right. Bumbling fighter extraordinaire. This is what, law? Yep, it is.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Why now? Everyone's gonna die. Get inside, hurry. Zeugles coming. Did the random family sniff out the village? This village just stand a chance. We don't even have weapons to defend ourselves. Yeah, let's just fight.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come!
Hey, the classic theme.
Even a single one through!
There's a firm no Zeugle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then. You're mine! Dragon form!
Eat dirt!
Look sharp!
Dragon form!
Dragon form! Damn it! Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
An astral point?
That's my cue.
Here I come!
Shut him down.
You're mine! I'm just getting started.
No,
nailed that.
You could use a hand.
It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
Denied!
I'll smash you!
Here we go. That's the one I meant to use.
That freaking dragon form! I could do this all day!
Oh, who's healing me?
Equal side! Severing wind! Sword rain alpha! I'll finish you here now! Dragon form!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
My turn. Here I come.
Going in! Right! That's all! You're mine! Eagle side! I'm
Here I
just
come.
getting started!
I have no limits. Dragon form.
Tiger blade!
Sword rain alpha.
Glimmer dragon!
In the wind!
How do I?
Severing wind! In a bind?
More for
You're
the
mine!
Going in! Take this!
Tiger blade!
Eagle assault!
Why am I not activating my limit break? I'm literally holding all the buttons.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Okay.
Why?
You indeed appear to be in dire straits. Could have sworn we already wiped out all the Zugals that were trying to get into the village, though. Oh, you did. These Zugals aren't trying to attack us. They're stealing our fish. Fish. Yeah, these ape Zugals. They've got huge arms, which they use to smash the surface of the water and create these big shockwaves. They do that to stun the fish, which makes them float to the surface, ripe for the taking. Somehow they learned how to do that recently, and they've gotten damn good at it, causing us to make the rest of us go hungry. It's quite the pickle you're in. Damn straight it is. It ain't like how these fish grow. It ain't like these fish grow on trees. That sort of fishing ain't good for our waters.
So,
Oh, so your point of contention, the manner in which they fish, not the actual fishing part. You guys are the only ones who have what it takes to drive those crazy monkeys out. Can we count on your help?
Okay.
Absolutely. We'll sort out these fishing Zugals once and for all. Couldn't have put it better myself. As a fisher herself, this case has gotten her quite fired up.
Great job.
It's mighty kind of you to help us out, man. Sorry to lay this on your feet, but we greatly appreciate it. Yes.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
All right. So, with that said and done, we're going to stop it here. We learned and did a lot, honestly. But overall, this is great. I'm enjoying this game a lot. Plot, everything. And looking forward to whatever else we uncover as we continue in Tales of Arise. But for now, as always, this is the Loaf King of the Lunchbox. And if you didn't know, you should always stay lunching. Catch y'all later. Peace.